I'm Brian Mefford. I'm the Chairman and CEO of Connected Nation. Well, the Connected Nation works as a public-private partnership, and so we work with policymakers at the state and federal and local level, and then we bring private sector companies together so that we can all be working towards the same objectives, and we found that to be very successful. And so we do the things that are basically outlined in the Broadband Data Improvement Act. We use that public-private partnership approach. We do broadband mapping so that we can create an intelligent plan, an informed plan about what needs to happen, both on the demand side and the supply side in these communities. And then we gather market intelligence about these underserved communities. What are the barriers to adoption? What's the potential demand there, so that we can begin helping providers and communities build a business case, a sustainable model for that investment. Then we do things like Every Child Online, where we're distributing computers to kids that otherwise could not afford them so they can have access at home. And then all of these things come together and create sort of a local, sustainable plan for ensuring that the community has increasingly better broadband access over time. Well, we know in the country today that somewhere around 90% of the country has the ability to subscribe to broadband. But at the same time, we also know that somewhere around 55, 57% choose to do so. So we have, in actuality, a more severe gap on the demand side than we do on the supply side. While we have that roughly 10% supply side gap that we have to address, this demand side gap that is much more extreme has to be addressed if we are to realize the economic and social advantages of broadband that we all talk about so often. In other words, jobs aren't created, healthcare information isn't disseminated, education isn't obtained through broadband unless somebody's actually using the service. Well, I mentioned the panel today included representatives from the RUS and NTIA and FCC, and we're certainly appreciative of the effort that those individuals and those agencies are putting in to lead the country through this truly transformative time where we are determining how we are going to use this technology to ensure that America is the competitive country that we all want to continue to be.